Let's go! 4-0. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and the Philadelphia Eagles are on the road to victory for the fourth time in a row. That's right, 4-0. Philadelphia Eagles, we saw the injuries. We saw the sloppy weather. Doug Peterson's home. The refs suck. All that's happening. We see the first quarter, but it's over. I knew it. The Eagles, they sucked. I knew it. I knew it all along. Well, we let them know in the second quarter. You can use whatever you'd like, say whatever you'd like, but it's Jalen Hurts comeback time, and we knew this team was not going to give up, regardless of what anyone was saying. So this team came out. Hassan Reddick ending the game there. Talked about, people confused about his position. Then we talked about it. Just stay patient. They would learn exactly what he's doing. You see now why he was brought in as the Sam linebacker. Nothing has changed. He's just doing what he's supposed to do, and he is awesome. Love him. Cannot believe he's out there just killing it, dude. 2 strip sacks, recoveries. Oh, yeah. Love every second of it. Teach Edwards out there kicking ass. Bradbury with an interception. So guys stepping up when Slay was out. We knew Avonte Maddox was out. Josiah Scott had his issues. Look, Zach McPherson had to step in. There were so many things going on. And then on the offensive side of the ball, Jordan Mailata out. So, oh my God. And we knew the Jags were going to come. They were going to play for Doug Peterson. They were young, hungry, a real good team. And, regardless of any injury or any weather or whatever, we talked about it. Don't care. We still need to go out and be able to beat these guys. A game down to the wire. I loved that game. It was perseverance, baby. A little adversity will go a long way. I think this team needed to learn a little of that. And we go, to Arizona next week. Zach Ertz and the crew. It's going to be an interesting game. Not a very tough defense, but they've got a pretty good offense. So really excited about it. But man, what a game. What a game. What a game. What a game. So let's get this going. We got some comments. Oh, we got a super chat that started. Let's go. My man Samuel in the building. What a win. 4-0, baby. Everybody tried to tell us this team, they couldn't go 15 wins. You must be smoking crack. Well, you know what? It's just pure adrenaline that I'm smoking, baby. So let me explain why I feel Jonathan Gannon is a good defensive coordinator. Well, I think he showed it again and again and again is what I try to do this all season. And we talk about with the right pieces. And once they get on the same page, give it a few weeks, things are about to get real. So you see it this week. Adversity definitely set in. There were some issues at first. Talk about those injuries. That's going to cause those issues. And they weren't able to capitalize. Shut down Christian Kirk. James Robinson really wasn't doing much. So I loved what the Eagles were able to do. A West Coast offense, that the dink and dunks. And we were able to really, obviously start off crappy, but come back, punch him in the mouth. And it was beautiful, man. They scored 1 touchdown after coming out, being up 14-0. We go ahead and win that game 29-21. So we go on a 29-7 run. I'm all about it, baby. That's what you need to see this team being able to come back against teams that have really good defenses and have good offenses. Young team. So you're going to hear the excuses, but it was just the Jaguars. So don't care. They can use whatever excuse they'd like. Let's go Birds. No updates on any injuries now on Slay, Mailata, Elliott, anything like that. But tomorrow I will be updating you on anything that is going down. And then, of course, Wednesday, the initial injury report, if that's when we have to wait. That's when we'll get it. Let's go. That was a beautiful win, Tyree. We're trying to get everybody on board with these Eagles, and I think this is the week. We talked about it. I think this is the week everybody finally, you know what? I'm an Eagles fan. That's right. And even the haters are not going to be able to deny, and you're still going to see people in denial and always moving the goalposts, deflecting as much as they can. Good for them, because we know our team, the Philadelphia Eagles, means business. So let's keep growing, keep learning, and getting better, because this team still has a lot of room for improvement. And look, a lot of the issues were due to injury or whatever it was, but with the weather, whatever. I don't care. Loving this team. Still think they're a Super Bowl contender, and I think others are going to start agreeing with me. Should have kicked the field goal. Hey, maybe. I'm nervous for the Eagles. Hey, yeah, Jake Elliott, love him. Defense is elite. Yes, it is. People are finally learning. This is the defense that I'm trying to talk about. Very excited about it. So let's go. Friends and Eagles fan made me bet saying the Chicago Bears are going to upset the Giants, but he lost the bet has to give me his A.J. Brown. Well, that's really shitty, but what really sucks is the Giants. Go Birds! Can't wait to see those Birds kick some ass. What a game. A win is a win indeed. And I'm not going to be somebody that complains about anything like that. So very excited for this win. My man Drew in the building. How do I get your comment up here? It shows me that you just threw me a super chat. Greatly appreciate you, my dude. What a win that was. Dude, we talk about, having to have some of these games where you have adversity, you have to climb back. And, when this happens, we're going to see all the people. I knew this team. I knew it. It sucks. They suck. And we've seen it. And it's like, dude, it was one quarter, man. Calm it down. The game's crappy. We've got injuries. Let's settle down here a little bit. We talked at halftime, and I told you it wasn't, but I felt I better talk at halftime. Try to calm people down because this team means business. And they mean business, baby. 4-0, the only undefeated team in the league. Write that down. Write that down for everybody who's still hating on the Birds, still confused about Hassan Reddick, why he's a Sam linebacker. That's why. He drops back into coverage maybe 3-4 times, but predominantly rushing the passer and doing things like that. So love to see him getting after it. Dude, Drew, appreciate the hell out of you for that super chat. Hope you and the family are doing well. And look, I saw your comment. You missed pregame, but it was nice to see it mid-game. It was nice talking to you halftime. It's always nice to have your support because I know you're riding with me, dude. And a lot of you, getting new subscribers. This channel is definitely growing. I appreciate the hell out of you. Those of you who are new to the channel, welcome aboard. It is nice to have you because we have been riding hard for these guys. We've been trying to get people on board with Jalen Hurts, the Eagles, being Super Bowl contenders since last year. And it's pretty wild that, people are like, how could you, what? And it's like, well, if you know how the cap works, the draft and all those things, you can put together that something special is being built when you have a quarterback like Jalen Hurts. You have a defensive coordinator like Jonathan Gannon, a head coach like Nick Sirianni. So, and of course, great GM in Howie Roseman. So tried my best to teach people as much as I could about that stuff this offseason. It was quite the challenge, but I think people are finally, and they won't care and they'll never subscribe or say sorry or anything. And they'll just be like, oh, that guy's an asshole for trying to tell me what he was right about. It's like, okay, well, if that's how you want to look at it, keep being misinformed. Are you trading for Deshaun Watson next year? Is that what's happening? Because I don't think that's happening next year either. Write that one down. Let's go. Earlier from Twitter, I meant with Reddick position of a rushing weapon versus a pass defender. I know it's the same position. Yeah, he's still a Sam linebacker. He's still going to drop into coverage a few times a game. But, yep, he's still going to predominantly pass rush. I never understood how the media got confused about that. But, yeah, he's going to continue to play his position and play it damn well. Will not get his A.J. Brown jersey back until the end of the day. Well, I told you, even you want to be an Eagles fan. I bet you will be rocking that A.J. Brown jersey, walking around telling everybody, see, I knew I've been a fan since I was born. We all know. No, I'm busting your balls, but Jake will be okay. Yeah, exactly. I'm not worried about it, but I will always keep you up to date when we get that news. New York football, Grant's got the day, man. The midgets did get little people. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend anyone or anything like that. Really wasn't trying. So, yes, they suck. Just wanted to let you know, but you did win today. Slow start. Okay. Yeah, man. Try to calm people down. People were waiting for this moment. Like, yes, I knew the Eagles. And it's like, nah, dog. You're sleeping on the wrong team. I can assure you of that. Happy to see our run game successful when they were running. Did it against a good run D. 2 offensive linemen out. Look, man. We stepped it up. And I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but I made a post when we were down 14-0, and I said, I don't care about the refs, the injuries, Doug Peterson, whatever it is, whatever excuse people want to use. It's Jalen Hurts comeback time. And dude, I've talked about this defense. I've talked about this team needing to go through adversity, and when they do, they will rise above it. And as long as I get the W, I'm okay with it. So yes, we slow start today. Whereas people want to complain about the end of the game where we can't score, so they're always looking for something to complain about. And I get it. Yeah. But I'm excited about this team and nobody is going to change that. So let's go Birds. Okay, Tyreek. Okay, Birds. Let's just say 29-14, not 21 because they couldn't move the ball. No, it was 29-21. It is what it is, but I don't care about the numbers at the end of the day. It's about W and L. So love it, love it, love it. And, back to Drew's comment, the toughness of this team. That's what we talk about, the next man up mentality. Jack Driscoll coming in at left tackle. We've talked about that. And people are like, oh, you can't put him over there. Well, he did what he could. You talk about Josiah Scott stepping in there. You talk about the issues they had. Look, if you didn't expect that, I don't know what to tell you, especially with the rain, the way it was. But they're backups, they're depth for a reason, and you don't want to see your starters out. And you expect, these guys to be able to step up and do things. But look, they had issues, but they also did some good things. We got the win. They stepped up when they needed to. So, look, man, I know people are looking for something to be upset about, but I think you should be really pumped about a 4-0 start to this season. We've talked about having bumpy roads to start, and regardless of those bumpy roads, we still got the win, right? So 4-0. Drew says it right here. Let's go. So let them, if there's people still sleeping or hating, it's fine. Tell them to check in. Tell them to subscribe. We'll do our best to get them heading in the right direction, as we've been doing for over a year now. So this team, I'm telling you, it's building a dynasty here, and they'll catch up soon enough. Heck no, I'm a giant. I'm just busting your balls, my man. Expecting Dak Prescott to return next week. Yeah, I was talking about that. I think somebody asked me that earlier in the video. Not sure if you were there, but yeah, man, we'll see. He'll definitely, if he stays healthy, he'll be, I'm sure, ready for the Eagles. Whether it's their biggest opponent today, no doubt. Yes. And with the injuries, it was pretty bad. So you look at Miles Sanders getting 27 carries at like 130 some yards. Holy shit. That's what, Tim, by saying, run the damn ball. It's been that way for 4 years, and I can't stress enough. And when Sirianni came in the first 6 games last year, it was like, oh, I have to bring the saying back. So don't make me do it. So here we are running the ball. And, I talked about it. I don't care that the Jaguars are number one. You guys heard me on the show. I don't care. 55 yards per game. That's cute. I still think we're going to pound that rock right down their throats. And we did just that. So it was beautiful. He ran it all over him. Even Hurts had like 17 carries for Hurts. He was going out there. I only had like 30 some yards, but he ran when he needed to. And it was a sloppy game. But look, A.J. Brown had like 5 catches for 95 yards. Goddard had 5 for 72, I believe it was. So look, this game, I mean, we're unstoppable in all facets of the game. Where do you want to get attacked on offense? Whether it's the receivers, tight end, running back, quarterback, where do you want to get it from the defense? So we've got injuries, but the, front seven stepped it up. You've got this defense, man, is really rolling on all cylinders. And I think people are going to understand what I've been trying to really relay here. And, the more we play together and the more these guys get the system down, like CJ Gardner-Johnson, it's going to, I say it over and over again, but I mean it. It's when they're able to just react rather than having to think and react. They got things down. They're all on the same page. This team's going to get better, man. So, yes, I still feel we're the Super Bowl favorite. And I think we're going to hear it from the rest of the world here pretty directly. And they've already kind of been jumping on that bandwagon. And it's like, I'm happy to see it, man. And a big shout out to my guy, George. I saw your post there. Appreciate you, my guy. And yeah, man, I'm just trying to get people on board here, dude. That's all I'm doing. And I do it with education. I try to show with those, shows, trying to break down the multiple schemes, trying to talk about player development with Jalen Hurts. Anything I can do, I try to do it. So I appreciate you guys when you shout me out, and appreciate all the love, man. I'm just trying to do this for you guys, doing what I can. And it's been a fun year, really just, getting excited for what was coming right now. And we knew it was, and we got, called all kinds of things and told all kinds of things. But when you break it down into detail and all those people can do is insult you, that's when they should probably just stick to rating how attractive the players are, all that kind of weird stuff. I'll stick to football. But yeah, man, I agree with you there, Tim. But let's go. These walls aren't ready, because as soon as I'm done here, I was already, let's go. Like, this house, man, it ain't ready, dude. And I told you guys, I'm going to have a heart attack this year because we're on the road to victory, dude. We're going to get that trophy back. And I know people didn't want to hear it, but now they're going to hear it, and they're going to continue hearing it. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, how beautiful was Miles Sanders was awesome today, dude. I loved it. And you talk about a sloppy game like that. Let's get him going. Let's go. And you're my man too, Drew. You're always shouting me out, and run that damn ball. I was saying it pregame. I just really, and obviously in the rain, I think people think you can't pass in the rain. Just a lot more, shorter passes, not really, too many long balls, intermediate throws more, So I think, we expected to be able to run the ball, but I don't think people expected to be able to go over 200 yards. I think it was like 212 total, but it's like, this team, we can go against anybody. I don't care how good they are. And I've talked about that when I had my buddy Dante on, Jags fan, and they're a really good young team, the Jaguars. But even if it's the Bills, even if it's the Chiefs, I don't care who they are. We're the Philadelphia Eagles. Write that down. I'm loving it right now, dude. I hope you're all as excited as I am, because just on cloud 9, loving this team right now. I don't know. Who do you believe? Yeah, but do you think sign a kicker? No, man, he was back. If he's fine, you'll be all right. If he's not, then yeah, you would have to bring a kicker. You don't want to go into a game without a kicker. Eagles have many ways to beat you. That's right, my man. We've talked about this all off season. The offense was never in question. It was, Could we trade for a big name receiver like A.J. Brown or Deebo Samuel? And we went ahead and pulled the trigger and got A.J. Brown and gave him that contract. You guys remember that show where I broke down how you could trade for him and how we could give him a contract where you give him some of those dummy years. You spread it out with the cap space. Remember, everybody's like, well, we don't have cap to do it. And it's like, well, I'm trying to explain it. So if people just listen. So we got A.J. Brown. You added that receiver with Devontae Smith. And you guys have heard me call them the next Anquan Bolden and Larry Fitzgerald. And I know that seems crazy to people too, but just like player development. I told you I thought Hurts would develop into a great quarterback. I know people don't want to hear that stuff, but it's like, if people are trying to break it down for you, give them the time of day. Maybe you'll learn something. And I don't know. Stop being so upset. I don't know. It's weird. You damn near lost your voice first half of the season. Hey, I will never lose my voice ever. But when I go to the games, I'm always like, there's no way I'm going to be able to talk. And you guys know I'm always talking the next day. I'm like, I don't know how I'm doing this, because when I leave, I can barely even speak. Dude, this is a very well-oiled machine, and I love this team, dude. And I really think big things are coming. If we can, stay fairly healthy, get some of those guys back. I mean, it's scary right now. This is part of the game, though. So next man up. Your teams are able to create those great wins, and that is right. My man Tim, right he hit the nail on the head right there, because it doesn't matter, and that's why I made that tweet. And Tim, you follow me, you saw the tweet. I don't give a shit about any excuse you're going to use here. Refs, injuries, this guy's out. I don't care. Step it up, Jalen Hurts. Let's go. You know how I feel. Chokeslam somebody through a burning table at halftime. Get pumped. Let's go. I'm ready to ride, baby. So I hope everybody else is ready to ride. So let's go, Birds. Yes, talking about Jake Elliott still. Come on, get the legs up, my man. Yes. So I think that, you guys have been nothing but supportive of me, and I can't thank you enough. This is what we've been waiting for. This is the ride we're going to take to glory. Not going to lie, but the game went quick with the rain. Yeah, man, those games, I always feel like they're just, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, what just happened? But they're always keeping me on the edge of my seat. We knew this was going to be a close game. So, what a barn burner. I can't believe, people were ready to give up, though. That's what I was thrown off by. I think, people should have a little bit of heart. This is not a Carson Wentz-led team anymore. This isn't a team for quitters. This is a team that, overcomes adversity. So I think that Jalen Hurts, the perfect leader. I think people are going to get on board with him, this defense, and we're finally going to have to stop hearing all this uneducated slander. It's about time. God damn it. We have tried to do everything. I know you guys have done everything with me. You've been sharing, you've been, tagging me and stuff like, hey, help this guy understand it. And I'm like, okay. And I've been trying to help the reporters, and we've done everything we could, Eagles fans. So I love you for it. And it's all paying off, man. Glory is right in front of us. But I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to be bringing all kinds of stuff. We'll be talking about the stats and everything and all that great stuff. But, we only, you enjoy the win for 24 hours, then it's on to the next week, dude. So Tuesday, it will be behind enemy lines, and we'll be talking about those Arizona Cardinals. So I hope you'll tune in tomorrow. We'll have a little party, talk about this game, talk about those Eagles pulling off that victory, baby. It was beautiful. I really hope you guys enjoyed it as much. I'm sure you did. It was glorious. Dude, 4-0. 4-0. Unbelievable. But tried to tell them, right? Tried my best, and we'll keep trying. And look, I appreciate you tuning in. Tell Mr. Bergang hello. Hello, Mrs. Bergang. Hope you and the family enjoyed that game. I know me and the family enjoyed it. Oh, my Lord, we're riding this high. And, I take a lot of chances, standing out from the crowd and trying to believe in this team. But when there's something special brewing, you got to do it. And I know a lot of you guys have been with me, so I just want to thank you. And we're going to keep doing special things here. Keep building. Special things are coming, guys. Just stay tuning in. And if this is your first time, truly appreciate it. You can always hit that subscribe button. Tune in next time. And if you got anything from this, do me a favor, hit that like button. But I will be back tomorrow talking Birds. Unless something crazy happens, we get some injury news or something, then maybe I'll pop back on. But let's enjoy this victory. Go Birds. Love it. Hope you guys are all having a great time. Hope you enjoyed the game. Have a safe trip home if you're visiting or doing whatever. You're at the game. Enjoy this win, baby. We'll be talking about it again tomorrow. 4-0 with the updated standings, the divisional standings, NFC, all that great stuff. So I hope to see you then. But until then, I am Jimmy Smith. This is On the Road to Victory. They are your 4-0 Philadelphia Eagles. Stay safe out there. And as always, go Birds!